Today I'm going to show you how I built a really simple but effective aquarium stand. It isn't anything out of the ordinary and a method that many would have seen before. It's a really simple build and not overly expensive. All you'll need is some 6x2 framing timber and some 140mm breeze blocks. And I almost forgot, you'll need a bag of screws and a few tools. My main reason for showing you this build is just to show you that a simple build like this can be really effective and blend in nicely with your colour scheme. As you can see here, I've used the same colours on the stand as I have in the log cabin, and I think the stand fits in nicely with the natural rustic look that I'm going for. And without further ado, let's make a start on making the stand. So as we can see here, these are the blocks that I used. This is just before I actually put the stand together. So the blocks that I used for the project are slightly wider than the average breeze block. These blocks are 140mm wide rather than 100mm wide. I use these simply to give extra stability and balance. First jobs first, and I cut all the wood to the length required. I'm using 6x2 timber, and 3 of these almost fits perfectly on the width of each breeze block. So this saves you a little bit of time, and all you have to do is cut the lengths. And this worked perfectly for my 400mm wide tank. And here I'm just staining up the wood using some wood stain that I had left from building the log cabin. This worked out perfectly as I was able to match up the wood with the existing log cabin wood. But you can use any paint or wood stain. Now this is just sawn framing timber, but you can buy a higher quality planed timber for a better finish. But in this instance I just wanted or needed the cheaper timber in order to make the cheaper stand, which was all I needed for this particular project, as the main objective was to keep the costs down and keep the build nice and simple. Now I did decide to apply 2 coats, but you don't have to. If you do decide to, just give it a light sand with some fine sandpaper in between coats. And quickly, here I am just applying the second coat. Now before I move on to putting the stand together, I'll just quickly show you how I painted the breeze blocks. Again, it's nice and easy, and all you need is a 4-inch mini roller. Get a nice long pile on the roller so that you can hold plenty of paint, as the breeze blocks soak up all the paint quite quickly. As you can see, I applied 2 thick coats, making sure to get all the paint into little gaps. Then just allow the blocks to dry before placing the blocks in the place where they'll go. Once you've got your blocks in place and you've got the correct distance between each pile of blocks, then we can lay down the wood and start fixing it on. And to do that, I used 11mm masonry fixing screws. Just before you do fix them on, drill small pilot holes, in this instance 6mm, ready for the screws. And that's about it. It's a really simple project that everyone's probably seen many times before, but with a little bit more time and attention, you can make these cheap, simple stands look quite nice and effective, or at least in my opinion anyway. Personally, I'm really pleased with the stands, as they match the decor in the log cabin as well. So for a really cheap stand, you can't go wrong in my opinion. And if you did want to go one step further, you could also fill the screw holes, but I didn't bother as it seemed pointless and the screw holes won't be seen. when the tank's in place, and it'll also create extra work if you want to move the stand. And that brings us to the end of the video, and I think in terms of materials, the best advice I could give you is to go to a local wood yard for your wood and a DIY shop for your paint. I will, however, leave a link in the description for the screws that I used. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon.